everybody else.
Any of those closeted clients of yours happen to be on the police force?
You know I can't answer that. It's breaking the porn star client trust. That's sacred.
Because every private eye always has a snitch he goes to for information.
Phone operators?
And our snitch is a character named Dick Steele, who's a porn star.
Yeah, I'm Dick Steele. Oh, me too. I'm so horny.
Yeah, I'm hard. Oh man, I'm so hard. I'm gonna shoot.
You know the best thing about the people on the phones, Donald?
I work for minimum wage.
Yeah, that's good. But the best thing is, you see, when I pose, there's only one Dick Steele. But over here we have a dozen Dick Steeles. I make it an hour what I used to make in a day turning tricks at the hotel.
You see that? You are a credit to free enterprise.
It's the American way. So, what's up?
And our Dick Steele is played by a real porn star, a guy by the name of Matthew Rush. And he is like the biggest gay porn star in America, and he came and played the role for us.
Now you know that you're going to have to sign that because I'm going to have that framed and put up in my office.
He's just wonderful and funny and self-effacing, and he did a great job.
I've been doing a lot of stage work for the past 2 years, and I've also done adult movies, and they're very different. And then when the opportunity arose to do this, I thought, why not? Let's go for it and see what happens. I think he's a pretty shady character. I kind of like that. There's a kind of a darker side to him.
For most of us, I think we can identify with both of those poles, if you will, both the fun and the lighthearted and the darkness. And I am really getting an opportunity to stretch both of those sides and looking for those places where we can be campy and goofy and fun and just like a little boy almost, and as intense and serious as Donald Strachey gets. Left to his own devices, I'm not sure that Donald would necessarily be able to show up on most occasions, you know, and sort of get it together, if not for Timmy and for his boyfriend, and that's what really attracted to me. It's this amazing, loving relationship where, you know, warts and all, Donald shows up, you know, really kind of showing, you know, who he is as a person, that life hasn't necessarily been easy for him. But he's found the love of his life, and together they're creating a life together. And where Donald falls down, Timmy picks him up, and likewise where Timmy falls short, Donald jumps in. And he's very protective over his husband and very loving.
This film has been like me coming out in a way, if that makes any sense, because my awareness of the gay community has grown a lot stronger, I think, just by doing this role, and by being around Ron and Chad, and they've both been just wonderful.
Because every great film noir always has a nightclub scene. There's a smoky jazz club someplace. So we have the smoke, you know, and it's a lot of people in tuxedos and dinner jackets and dresses and so on. And a jazz singer, a woman here in Vancouver named Sybil Thrasher, who sings a song for us.
Believed I had nerves of ice, thought I was playing cool, kept away for sharks at bay by staying.
So we have all of those elements woven throughout. So even though you're watching a contemporary film, you're still aware of the fact that you're watching something that's deeply rooted in the film noir tradition.
Our goal on the network in general is to provide things that are rather second nature to the straight community. This is a cop series. There have been hundreds of cop series over the years, and there's never been a gay detective. It's kind of shocking when you think about it. Things that everybody else takes for granted, we've never had as a community. So we wanted to make it of particularly high quality, so it stood up very well against all of its brethren in the cop genre. At the same time, have a hero like Strachey that we can really be proud of.
Kim Miles, the DP, is just an incredibly talented guy, you know, for someone with his limited skill set. He's an incredibly talented guy, and he and I spoke quite a bit about the look of this picture. We wanted it to emulate the style of the pictures in the 40s. And because even though we're set in 2005, I wanted the occasional touchstone moment to occur that would remind us we're watching film noir. Like the first time we meet Detective Bub Bailey, he's wearing a fedora and a trench coat outside. And it's such a classic kind of detective look for film noir that it rings a little bell in your head and you go, oh, it's that kind of a movie.
And action!
The first I heard of Ron was when we started talking about doing this series. The producers mentioned his name, that they were hoping that he would be the director. And my assistant who was checking things out for me called me and said, well, you know, he seems like he's got some great credits. And I said, but I can guarantee you, you're going to have a good time. And it turns out that he's actually been one of the best directors that I've worked with in a very long time.
He's got great energy, and you know, at one point, you know, you go to the monitor and Ron's got his iPod stereo system hooked up and he's playing It's Raining Men. Every time you go over there, you're re-energized whenever you talk to Ron. And also, he's been so great with me just in terms of taking me out of my Irish maleness and sort of like giving me a little bit of a softer edge to play Timmy. He's been great.
And he wears his slippers and his tie. He's the quarterback. He keeps the whole crew and the cast really focused and in a really good space. He's crazy. That's great. Wonderfully crazy.
I don't think I've ever had as much fun on a film set as I have had on this one. And everybody always says that. Oh, it's the most fun set ever, and oh, everyone's wonderful, and blah, blah, blah. But the truth is that this really is the most fun I think I've ever had making a movie. It's a great team, a great cast. It's wonderful to make a picture that everybody's involved in so positively.
Here TV's mandate is to be truly authentic, meaning that when gays and lesbians turn to our channel, they view their lives. Not that every gay and lesbian person is the same by any means, but we certainly know authenticity when we see it. And it's really to be the authentic choice for gays and lesbians to tell their stories.
I'm so excited. Like I said, you know, I've been acting for over 25 years. I've done a lot of television series and a lot of movies and a lot of love scenes and a lot of romantic lead type of characters. And it's always, you know, me trying to imagine what it is I'd really like to be kissing, and it's just a really neat experience to finally being able to just take one more layer off of my soul and just be able to be that much more present.
If anything, in making this film, I don't have to filter my ideas and experience through a different prism. So when I'm making something, I don't have to think about, okay, so it's a boy and a girl in a park walking hand in hand, yada, yada, yada. It's a boy and a boy walking in a park, and that's something I can relate to, so I don't have to sort of second guess it.
The fact is, Donald and Timothy live a very common life for an average gay couple. That's not what a lot of Americans, or, you know, the world even know that much about yet. But this is the truth, you know, that whatever stereotypes you may have about us and who we are and what our relationships looks like, you know, for me, from my perspective, this is what it looks like. It's an honest, truthful, loving relationship, you know, not about anything else except the love that exists between two people. And the fact is, we tell that story in the structure of fun, good mystery storytelling, you know? Like I said, you know, I keep reading this thing and going, gosh, it's such a great little mystery, even my father would love it, you know? And I'm excited about that.